Okay, grade 10. This is now the work for today. It's on page 95 in your exercise book. I'm choosing the one with a remainder. You will see the previous page has one without a remainder. So maybe you should work through page 94 first, and then you come to example 8. Okay, if you look at what you got here, you got 50x to the power of 3 plus 10x squared minus 35x minus 7, which you need to divide by 5x minus 4. Okay, so the long method, people, is the same as I sent you just now. We're starting with the first term. 5x to the power of 3 divide by 5x. Sorry, 50x to the power of 3 divided by 5x. So 50 divided by 5, people, gives you 10. Then x to the power of 3 divided by x gives you x squared. So it is then the first answer, isn't it? The first answer is multiplied by the divisor. Okay, now remember here you've got two terms. So firstly, you multiply 10x squared times 5x. So 10 times 5 is 50. X squared times x is x to the power of 3. Now, importantly, you must also multiply the second term. Okay, so now we have 10 times negative 4 is negative 40. And then x squared, there is no x there, so it remains x. So your multiplication is both terms. Then you draw your line and we will subtract. Okay, so 50x to the power of 3 minus 50x to the power of 3 is 0. And that's important, people. Your first term must always be eliminated. It must give you a 0. Then we have 10x squared minus negative 40x squared, which gives you 50x squared. Okay, now you bring down the next term, which is the negative 35x. All right, now we start with the whole process of division again. So you have 50x squared divided by 5x. 50 divided by 5 gives you 10. Okay, both are positive, that's why this is positive. X squared divided by x gives you x. So your division is now done. Now your multiplication, remember both terms. So we have 10x times 5x, which gives me 50x squared. And then you have 10x times negative 4, which is negative 40x. So now your multiplication is done. You draw your line. You then do subtraction. Okay, and again 50x squared minus 50x squared gives you 0. Important, you have eliminated that first term. Then negative 35 minus negative 40x each gives you 5x. Okay, then bring down the next term, which is the 7. Now again, we start with division. Okay, so 5x divide by 5x, which gives you 1. Okay, now multiply 1 times 5x, which gives you 5x, as well as 1 times negative 4, which gives me negative 4. Then remember, draw your line and subtract. Okay, then 5x minus 5x is 0. Again, you eliminated that first term. Then negative 7 minus negative 4 gives you negative 3. And then you are done. So if you look at your answer, people, 10x squared plus 10x plus 1 is really your quotient. That is what you have calculated. And then this is your remainder of negative 3. Grade 10, the only suggestion I have is that you work through each of these examples just a whole lot of times. And then you try and do that very same example on a piece of paper without looking into the book. And only once you can do the example without looking into the textbook, you then start with the exercises. This is really important, people. It's in every examination, so you must be able to do this. Please let me know if you have problems so I can shoot more videos.